Okay, so do you know what is the topic for today? Anyone? Some of you might have done the worksheet earlier, then you don't even remember what is this chapter on. So after you have watched the video, I think, okay, you should have some idea, right? So you have seen something that looked like cells. Very good, okay. Okay, Jerome says is heredity correct? Okay, so if you are talking about the topic you learn in school, it's parents to young, right? Yep, that's correct. Okay, characteristics from parent to child. Good. Okay, let's try something here. Okay. Can you see the poll that I just sent? Yep, so I sent one question to you guys. So how many pairs of chromosomes are there in human? We saw from the video. Okay, so you are supposed to know how many pairs there are. Okay, you can click the answer, right? So I have 7 people who responded. Now all of you responded, all 9 of you responded. Is that right? Okay, so let's see. What is the correct answer? How many of you actually chose? Oh, now I have 2% choosing. Okay, 10 of you answered. Yeah, we should have 10 people. Good. So 2% chose 23. Then 7 of you chose 46. And then 1 of you actually chose 18. What is the correct answer? If you all have listened very carefully, right, you would have heard the number called 46, isn't it? But 46 is the total number of chromosomes. 23 from the mother, 23 from the father, right? I'm asking for pairs of chromosomes. One pair is actually 2. Correct? So how many pairs are there here? To make 46, right? How many pairs do you need? Answer is 23. Yeah. So good. So y'all should know, okay? You should have you should have keyed in 23 instead or selected 23 instead. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's continue now. So I'm going to also start doing polls as well as quizzes from Zoom itself. Then I can also award you points for that. Okay? Now, let me go on. Okay, today's slides. All right, today's slides is over here. I'll be sharing now. Okay, now you talk about heredity. Yes, we are talking about heredity today. We are going to do quite a bit of discussion. So you need to be active in sharing what you know. Okay, also to ask questions on what you don't know. Then you can learn better. Okay, so heredity, I want you to think about your family. If you have your family photo in front of you, some of you have the photo, right, of the family members on the wall, etc. Maybe on your table. Somebody say there. She's pointing upwards. Okay, so her upper left-hand side, right? She can see her family photo. So look at your family photo, or let's say your siblings or your parents beside you, right, Bella? You can maybe just look at your mom or your sister. I'm sure they are somewhere around. Okay, don't look at your pet. It won't be the same, okay? So look at them. Take a mirror and look at yourself. Then you tell me, okay, are there any facial features or any parts, of your face, maybe even your ears, okay, that look similar? All right, then you type into the chat and share with me. Okay, so I have responses coming in so fast. Good. You don't look like your sister, Bella. Is that right? There'll be something similar about you and your sister. Okay. You might think that totally don't look alike, but there will be similar features. Oh, okay, good. Right. So Xander shared is about his hair. So he has natural curl like his father, right? So that's for Xander. Sanvi says, I'm more like my mother. In what sense, Sanvi? Sanvi, is it the shape of the face? Is it the eyes? Or is it the nose? The lips. Right, I see. Okay, Xander's brother also has got natural curl hair. Bella says, I'm more like none. Cannot be. There's some parts that's similar, I tell you for sure, like nose maybe, or maybe the ears. Look at the ears. In the video, we saw that there are 2 types of ears, isn't it? correct? There are two types of ears in general. Look at yours and then look at your sisters or your mom. Zoe has brown eyes like her father. Minnie Cooper says the eyelids lah, ears, eyes, then the blood type. Yes, good. So blood type also. Okay, blood type as well, you know. So if you talk about the blood group, mine is actually the same as my mother's. Yep, so three of my mom's or my parents' children, okay, have the same blood group as my mom. Okay, and then one of them, so my mom and my dad, they have 4 children, okay? So 3 of us have the same blood group, which is A plus. And then my sister, okay, my sister is actually AB. So she is of different blood group from the rest of us, okay? So how come it's like that? Because my dad is actually an O plus, okay, but O plus, I think that one has got B to it. My mom is a total A plus. Okay, so yeah, it could also be the blood test that was done previously in the other country that was not so accurate. So we are not too sure about it, but according to my sister, she is actually AB. Okay, and then my mom is A, the rest of us are A. So some of you say I'm O plus, same as my sister, same as my brother, same as my father. Very good. So yes, all of you similar. Yeah. Bella says if she takes off her glasses, she looks like her father. At the time when your mom married your dad, is it? Yeah. I understand what you mean. Do you know that my mother's IC, right? When she got her IC, she was very young. So I brought that IC to school when I was in primary school. Somehow they needed parents' IC. So I brought my mom's IC. Then people thought that that was mine, okay? Because it looks similar. But as I grow older, then they say that I look like my dad. Okay, so there will be some changes, you know. It doesn't mean that forever you're going to look like your mama. So Sanvi, maybe as you grow up, right, then your eyes will look more similar to your dad's or the face shape will change also. Okay, mine used to be round, no? Now it's long. Okay, so won't stay forever. Minnie Cooper is A plus. Interesting. All right. So how do we get all these blood group, blood type? I will be teaching you later on when we have time. Okay, so you already know about the similarities, some differences. Grace doesn't know the blood type, yeah? So yes, you will know, I think, next year, P6, they should be testing you for the blood group. Otherwise, you can ask your mommy whether you have done any blood test before. Probably your mom knows, you know. Okay, even though you don't, she might have some information. Okay, so why do siblings look alike and why do children tend to look like their parents? So these are the things that we should be thinking of. Okay, you have seen in the video, it's all because of what? It's all because of something called DNA. Do y'all hear the video mentioning that? And where do you find all these? It's actually inside the nucleus of cells. Okay, because the cells, right, has got nucleus, okay, in our body. So the nucleus contain all these genetic information. Whether you get double eyelid or not, okay, it depends. Okay, whether you have, you know, big nose or small nose, whether you are born with black hair or brown hair, even the eye color, all these will be determined by your parents. So you have seen in the questions as well, isn't it? Okay, in the worksheet, you need to also think about, okay, who is the one who actually pass on the information, the genetic information to the child? Okay. Calista, you think you are blood type O? Okay, blood type O is good, no? Blood type O is a very generous kind of blood group. Why? Because O blood can be given to all other blood types. Do you all know that? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, O plus, correct? O plus, the O group lah. Okay, so if you are AB, right, like my sister, she's the selfish, I call it the selfish blood group because AB can only give to AB. Okay, So for me, I'm A plus, right? I can give it to those who are also A plus. I can give it to the AB as well. Then B group can give to B plus, and then give it to the AB. All right, but AB can only give it to AB only. But O blood, okay, O blood can give to everybody, but they can only get O blood from other people. Okay, so they are so generous, right? But when they want to receive help, like so many of you are O blood people here. So all of you are so kind and generous. You can give blood to anybody, right? But when you are getting blood, you will be only getting from O plus. Can you understand what I mean? So how to get all these blood group, blood type, I can show you later. Okay, it's quite fun actually. We just use a few letters to determine. Now, the sperm and egg contain information about the characteristics of the father and mother, respectively. Okay, so you're going to learn about how, fusion takes place, and this is known as fertilization. We will learn it, I think, if I'm not wrong, next week. Okay, so next week we'll be doing this human reproductive system. So we'll talk about how the cells actually fuses together. Then when that happens, information, right? So information, which is the characteristics, okay, will be passed on from parents to their young. So far, so good. Any question that you have? Now, there is one common question that is going to be asked. Okay, they'll ask you, what is heredity? What is the meaning of heredity? How do you define heredity? Are you able to define it? What do you mean by heredity? Oh, Mini Cooper eating lunch, not eating dinner now. Is it dinner or is it break time? Not dinner. Okay, never mind. Don't tell us, we'll be very hungry. Okay, so it's the information that our parents pass down to us, the genes pass to their young. So I hear from Jerome, I hear from Zenda, then I also hear from Grace. Grace says something to do with characteristics. Very good. So take note, what is heredity? You need to know this is the passing of genetic information and traits from parents to offspring. You can say parents to young. That is okay as well. Okay, so keywords here, genetic information. All right, then traits. It can be the physical type of traits that you're talking about. You can also talk about those that cannot be seen, like blood group. Okay, when we talk about heredity, we don't just think of all the good things only, like maybe got double eyelid so pretty lah, then got dimple so pretty, etc., etc. But there are certain things that can be passed down which is not good for us, not convenient. In fact, it brings us a lot of risk, and health problem. Example, some form of diseases. For example, maybe there's some blood disease in the family and it's being passed down from the grandparents to parents, then parents pass it down to the children. You get what I mean? So these things are also being passed down. Yeah, correct. Cancer can be passed down. Habits is habits, maybe. I heard of habits, okay, but habits, even though, like, for example, there's a tendency for people with, anger management, yeah, and then like to shout out very loud, but all these habits can be changed quite easily, actually, right now. Okay, so Jerome, this is not so bad. You can control and change it. But things like the diseases and so on, right? Somehow not that easy to manage. Yeah, thank you all for asking. I like how you all are interacting with me, Okay, Grace said that she has asthma, which is like passed on from her father. I see. So asthma runs in the family. Do you have don't have, your grandparents have asthma? So it's probably got to do with the lungs, maybe. Yeah, probably it's the lungs. I see. Okay, anyway, so let's go on. We are going to talk about characteristics now. All right, so yeah, some of these characteristics that we talked about just now, they are the observed